Just want to start out by saying this, that we needed more time on our next video because it's way more information and stuff than we had planned. So today's video is the top 5 RV essentials that you actually need to get started. Alright, so we're going to start off this list number 5. But first I want to preface this by saying that the only thing that comes with your RV is your power cord. That's it. Everything else is up to you. The first thing I would suggest that you get is a sewage hose. Now this is going to be the hose that you're going to attach to your RV into the sewer of your RV park or a dump station. So this is going to drain your gray tank and your black tanks. And you don't want to cheap out on this because if you get the cheap ones, they're going to break and get brittle after a while. And they're even harder to put away because they're made like a slinky, but the cheaper ones, they don't slink up very much. Matter of fact, the first one we got when we had our first travel trailer, it would never actually scrunch up. So that's something that was a must-have for the next round. So we have one. I'll have it in the link below. We have a whole store of all the stuff where we got everything on Amazon. I'll bring that up a little later. But we got that one. It's solid. It slinks back up every time. We've been using it for the past 4.5, almost 5 months now, and we haven't had a problem. Number 4 is your fresh water hose. I almost said drinking water hose, but this is not exactly what you're going to be drinking water out of. That's a whole nother topic. But it's important that you get a water hose that is lead free. You want something to be able to process at least and filter out drinking water. You don't want to put this anywhere near your sewage hose. You will always want to make sure that this stays as clean as possible because you potentially will be using this to make food and drink. Following that up with number 3, I'm going to say a water pressure regulator. Now the one that we got in particularly has a little dial that you can adjust, lower and raise the water pressure. So that works out very well for us because when we hook up, we're able to adjust the water hose to our needs. The whole reason behind a pressure regulator is to make sure you don't blow out the piping and stuff that's in your RV with too high of a pressure. I'm sure you've gotten to your orientation and found all this stuff out. But you want to keep it regulated 100%. Now, the particular one that I just showed you in this video is one that we got off of Amazon for about $36, something like that. Now, this is why you want to get from Amazon or somewhere else other than the RV place, because the RV place is going to mark that stuff up really high. The reason why I went into the RV store was because I had to get something that wasn't available anywhere else around when we were in Texas. And I was in there and I happened to glance and they had the same exact water pressure regulator for $96 when I paid $36 for it. So that's my point. Number 2. A power surge protector. You're going to want to use this to connect to your power cord before you plug into the RV place you're staying at's power, because sometimes it could be a brand new resort, which is a story of one of our neighbors told us not long ago. They went to a brand new resort. The power box was somehow marked up for like 220 volt instead of the 50 amp and all that, or how it's traditional. I'm not an electrician. How it's traditionally set up, and it fried his converter, and I think he also damaged his refrigerator and had to get that replaced. That is a very costly expense, and you don't want to have to deal with that. So a surge protector is a very important. What we always do is we connect it up and we plug it in and then flip the fuse for our 50 amp, and then it shows us green lights and we're good to go. And number 1, for safety reasons, you want to have chocks, wheel chocks, especially if you have, well, more specifically if you have a travel trailer or a fifth wheel. Now, that is something my wife stresses over every time we unhook or even hook up, is that the wheel chocks are present. I say this because on our travel trailer that we had, accidentally did that one time, and luckily the wheel chocks were present, but they were those cheap yellow ones, and it pushed them back a little bit instead of actually stopping it. Luckily it actually stopped it because we were lowering the travel trailer down, and let's just say it was a scary moment because that could have went really bad. Luckily we were on pretty much level land, so it didn't go anywhere. But yes, those are the top 5 things that you need to actually start RVing. All the rest of the stuff is essentially comfort. You can make things very comfortable in your rig, but at the same time, it's not necessary for you to RV. I hope you found this video insightful, save you some money in some way, and if you want to know what we have a link in our Amazon where we've literally stocked up everything that we purchased on our own to get to where we are now. So hope you find that helpful. If you have anything we left out, let us know down in the comments, and if you want to see more stuff to make things more comfortable, let us know.